Stop letting it all out. Stop calling your friends to vent about your terrible day. Stop paying therapists a premium just to sit on a couch and complain about how unfair your childhood was. Stop believing the absolute lie that vocalizing your misery is the first step to healing it. Society tells you that your feelings are sacred. They tell you that holding your frustration inside is toxic. They sell you the idea that if you just talk about your trauma enough, if you just share your pain with the world, it will magically evaporate. Gurus tell you to embrace your vulnerability. They tell you that complaining is just processing your emotions. It is all garbage. And it is the exact reason you are completely stuck. You know exactly what I am talking about, because you do this every single week. You have a bad day at work. Your boss disrespects you. A client ghosts you. The tension builds up in your chest. You feel that hot, angry energy vibrating in your jaw. So what do? You pick up your phone. You call your partner, or your best friend, or you type out a massive, passive-aggressive rant on social media. You open your mouth and you let the poison spill out. You recount every single detail of how you were wronged. You exaggerate the story to make yourself look like the ultimate victim. You seek out their validation. You wait for them to say, "Wow, you are so right, that is so unfair." And for about 5 seconds, you get a tiny hit of cheap dopamine. You feel a fleeting, pathetic sense of relief. But what happens 5 minutes later? The dopamine fades. And you are left feeling hollow. You feel exhausted, drained, and incredibly weak. Your heart is still racing. Your blood pressure is still high. Because you did not release your anger. You rehearsed it. You just forced your brain to literally relive the exact stressful event that caused the pain in the first place. You took a passing negative emotion and you built a monument to it. You cemented it into your identity. And you wonder why your life feels like a constant loop of frustration. You wonder why you have no energy left to actually build your business, or go to the gym, or fix your relationships. It is because you are bleeding out your life force through your mouth. You are addicted to the absolute worst, most toxic habit in the modern world. The addiction to the victim narrative. You are constantly looking for the next excuse, the next slight, the next piece of evidence to prove to the world that life is hard and you are being treated unfairly. Modern self-help psychology is a massive, multi-billion-dollar scam designed to keep you addicted to this exact loop. If you actually fixed your life, they could not sell you another book. If you actually took responsibility, you would not need another 10 years of talk therapy. They need you to stay a victim. They need you to keep complaining. If you are finally ready to stop whining and start conquering, hit that subscribe button right now. Because on this channel, we do not validate your excuses. We destroy them. Now, let us look at the reality of true mental fortitude. Let us look at men who endured horrors that would completely shatter the modern mind. Men who did not have the luxury of a safe space to vent their feelings. The Stoics. Let us look at Epictetus. He was not born into wealth or privilege. He was born into slavery in the brutal Roman Empire. His master was a sadistic, violent man who tortured him. According to the ancient texts, his master deliberately twisted Epictetus's leg until it snapped, leaving him crippled for the rest of his life. He had everything taken from him. His freedom, his body, his dignity. If anyone in the history of human existence had the right to complain, it was Epictetus. He had the ultimate victim card. But did he spend his life whining about the injustice of the world? Did he gather other slaves together to host a venting session? No. He became one of the most brilliant and respected philosophers in human history. He taught emperors. His mind was so terrifyingly sharp, so completely unbreakable, that he looked at his own slavery and realized it was irrelevant. He famously said, "Lameness is an impediment to the leg, but not to the will." He understood a profound psychological truth that modern society has completely forgotten. Complaining is an act of spiritual surrender. When you complain, you are publicly announcing that the external world has defeated you. You are confessing that your internal state is so weak, so fragile, that a traffic jam, a rude coworker, or a bad cup of coffee has the power to conquer your mind. You are broadcasting your powerlessness to the universe. The Stoics viewed complaining not just as a bad habit, but as a disease of the soul. Marcus Aurelius, the emperor of Rome, faced plague, war, and the betrayal of his closest friends. He carried the crushing weight of an entire empire on his shoulders. But when you read his private diary, Meditations, you do not find a single complaint. You do not find him whining about how tired he is. You do not find him venting about the incompetence of his generals. You find a man ruthlessly interrogating his own mind, demanding excellence from himself, and accepting the chaos of the world with total, chilling silence. The Stoics did not achieve this by suppressing their emotions. They achieved this by completely rewriting their internal operating system. They fundamentally shifted their identity from consumer of circumstances to creator of reality. And they built this unshakable sovereignty on three specific, brutal pillars. Three paradigm shifts that will instantly kill your urge to complain and forge a mind of absolute iron. Secret number 1, the assassination of the entitlement complex. The only reason you complain is because you suffer from a massive, hidden entitlement complex. You genuinely, delusionally believe that the universe owes you a smooth ride. You believe that people should be polite to you. You believe that the economy should favor you. You believe that your plans should work out exactly as you envisioned them. And when reality inevitably clashes with your delusional expectations, your fragile ego shatters, and you open your mouth to complain. You cry, "Why is this happening to me?" The Stoic asks a much better question. Why shouldn't this happen to me? Marcus Aurelius wrote, "To expect bad men not to do wrong is madness." He anticipated the chaos. He expected people to be selfish, greedy, and ungrateful. He expected the weather to be terrible and the road to be hard. When you strip away your entitlement, you strip away the root cause of your frustration. You must brutally assassinate the idea that you deserve anything. You deserve nothing. The world is a chaotic, violent, indifferent place. It does not care about your feelings. It does not care about your business plan. When someone betrays you, do not complain. Recognize that human nature is flawed, and you are foolish to expect perfection. When you lose your money, do not vent. Recognize that wealth is temporary and entirely outside of your ultimate control. Stop acting like a shocked victim every time life does exactly what life has always done. Expect the resistance. Anticipate the betrayal. When the storm hits, you do not complain about the rain. You build a roof. Secret number 2, the alchemy of absolute silence. Modern psychology tells you that anger is a pressure cooker. They say if you do not open the valve and vent the steam, you will explode. This is a massive, dangerous lie. Anger is not steam. Anger is fire. And when you open your mouth to complain, you are not releasing the pressure. You are feeding the fire oxygen. You are fanning the flames. The Stoics practiced the exact opposite. They practiced the alchemy of absolute silence. When you are disrespected, when you are frustrated, when the urge to vent rises up in your throat like bile, you must aggressively clamp your jaw shut. You must force the energy to stay inside your body. This is going to feel incredibly uncomfortable. Your nervous system will scream at you to release the tension by talking. Your ego will beg you to defend yourself, to explain your side of the story, to seek validation. Deny it. Starve the ego. Close your mouth and hold the tension. What happens when you trap that dark, frustrated energy inside the furnace of your own mind? It begins to transmute. It undergoes a forced psychological alchemy. Because energy cannot be destroyed, it can only change form. When you refuse to waste your aggressive energy through the cheap, pathetic medium of complaining, that energy is forced down into your core. It turns into a cold, heavy, dangerous resolve. It turns into relentless, unbreakable focus. The man who complains about his failing business stays broke. The man who shuts his mouth, swallows his frustration, and stares at the spreadsheet until 3 a.m. builds an empire. The woman who vents about her out-of-shape body stays weak. The woman who harnesses that disgust in silence and unleashes it on the iron in the gym becomes unstoppable. Your frustration is highly potent fuel. It is high-octane gasoline. And you are currently pouring it out on the dirt every time you open your mouth to whine. Stop wasting your fuel. Trap the fire. Let it burn away your weakness. Let it forge your discipline. Use the anger. Do not let the anger use you. Secret number 3, the brutal adoption of extreme ownership. This is the ultimate pillar of Stoic invincibility. It is the concept of the dichotomy of control. Epictetus taught that there are only 2 categories in the entire universe. Things you control, and things you do not control. You control your thoughts, your judgments, your actions, and your character. You do not control the weather, the economy, the opinions of strangers, the past, or the inevitability of death. Complaining is the act of a madman screaming at the sky because it is raining. It is a profound waste of cognitive bandwidth. If a problem is outside of your control, complaining about it is completely irrational. It changes nothing. It only poisons your own mind. But if a problem is inside your control, if your business is failing because you are lazy, if your relationship is dying because you lack communication skills, if you are out of shape because you lack discipline, then complaining is not just irrational. It is pathetic. It is a cowardly avoidance tactic. You are complaining to delay the inevitable reality that you have to do the hard work to fix it. You must adopt a framework of extreme, terrifying ownership. Everything in your life, right now, is your fault. Even if it is not your fault, it is your absolute responsibility. If someone crashes into your car, it is not your fault. But it is your responsibility to fix it, to deal with the insurance, to manage your emotional reaction. Sitting on the side of the road crying about the unfairness of the accident does not fix the bumper. The Stoic looks at every single obstacle and says, "This is mine. This pain is mine to carry. This problem is mine to solve. This enemy is mine to defeat." When you take absolute ownership, the victim narrative dies instantly. Because a victim is someone who has things happen to them. A sovereign mind is someone who makes things happen. You cannot be a victim and a conqueror at the same time. You must choose your identity. Are you the fragile leaf blown around by the wind of external circumstances? Or are you the deep-rooted oak tree that breaks the wind? You have the exact same neurological hardware as the greatest emperors and philosophers who ever lived. You have the capacity for infinite resilience. But you are actively choosing to run the software of a weak, complaining victim. You are choosing to outsource your emotional state to the unpredictable chaos of the world. It is time to uninstall the virus. It is time to stop seeking pity. Pity is the currency of the defeated. Respect is the currency of the elite. And no one respects a complainer. Not your boss. Not your partner. Not your friends. And deep down, in the quiet, dark moments of the night, you do not even respect yourself. You know you are capable of more. You know you are meant to carry a heavier load. Stop trying to lighten the burden by sharing it with everyone else. Demand broader shoulders. This is how true mental fortitude is forged. Not with soft conversations and comfortable therapy sessions, but with the brutal assassination of your entitlement. The forced, painful alchemy of absolute silence. And the terrifying assumption of total ownership over every single atom of your existence. The world will continue to throw garbage at you. The economy will crash. People will betray you. Tragedy will strike. Let it come. Stand in the fire. Close your mouth. Do the work. The world does not care about your complaints. Stop broadcasting your weakness to an indifferent universe. Build a mind so terrifyingly quiet that the chaos starves to death.